I honestly don't know why we are here. I don't feel like I've offended society recently. No, nothing like that. Well, to an extent, I suppose. It's more like I need the right person, as always, really. It's more just always. Humans are always a bit isolated to an extent when it comes to stuff like that, and I just never find the right people to hang around all day with. You know, I illegally like that fantasy, but anyway. I don't know. I'm just a normal liberal guy. I don't groom much. I mean, no, I don't groom. I swear. The first and third one I do. The second one I have mixed feelings on. I believe it should be based on your local wildlife, what kind of gun you should be able to own. What did he say? Honestly, it's the game designer in me wanting to limit people's rights when it comes to weaponry. Too many weapons are too powerful, especially a pistol alone, let alone an assault rifle or anything absurd. Like, even, I don't know, a fucking bazooka. Maybe. It's not the worst idea. I don't advocate for freaking heavily armed people. At best, I recommend is martial arts. At least on a normal level. I'd really prefer everyone just be martial artists. You ain't wrong. Everyone would rather be fat and just be like, I'm gonna use a gun or throw bleach and acid and hot sauce at you and hope you die. Instead of punch you in the mouth 12 times. Because that's a workout. In addition to trying to kill a man. Yeah, unfortunately. But it also limits a lot of warfare as well to a major extent. With martial arts, all that happens is just cyber warfare is annoying. I just give up on that because every time it's blackmail, you're getting blackmailed, give up. They'll like, you're doomed, you're a loser all day. Just accept it. They'll like just text your girlfriend and be like, hey, guess what? She's gonna dump you now. Just like, I'm gonna make her notice you jerked off to Pornhub too many times. I don't know. Well, I'll admit, that's mainly imagining a Christian girl. It could be other things, like being like, hey, can't help but notice during this Cyber Warfare Monday, you texted like a new chick. And like, you have a girlfriend right now. I better like screenshot that and send it to you as like her mom. I mean, I send it to her as her mom. Yeah, I'll admit, money is interesting. It's both a problem, it's a concern and not a concern to an extent, because always with money, it's like, you know, at least make more money to get a job again. But honestly, also, I'm like convinced at this point that like, I don't know, like if it's real money and sticks around, you get hacked harder if it's fake. Like real money just stays in your bank account really hard. Well, here's what it is with that. I will just go to work again. And honestly, I have an interesting meme where I'm a store worker, so if I get bored and desperate, it's like, oh no, I'm gonna steal like 3 candy bars a day during my shift and maybe stuff some noodles in my coat and just go home and be like, oh no, I stole from my store because I got robbed. Yes, I suppose, but life will go on. It's just minor necessity, unfortunately. You know what they say? Desperation, unfortunately, breeds crimes, and that's honestly very true when it comes to wanting to feed yourself like an Aladdin boy. The funny thing is, I don't qualify for any of those programs. I have always made too much money to qualify. Honestly, I will admit, I get by on just the very first line of, like, comfort, literally, for, like, 21st century man. I've got the video games, I got my vices, like, weed, cigarettes, soda, food, my favorite foods. I've got a decent amount of vanity with my clothes, but admittedly, I always wish for more vanity at this point. I even want nail polish to work properly, but that'll probably piss off society the most. Then again, my first attempt with nail polish was $2.50, so. They just don't like trans people. It's just me being trans. Be like, oh no, I get to shoot a faggot. Well, so that's not my only priority. I also have creative passions, but we don't need to talk about my creativity. Everyone has their meme. Like, chase your passions. It's like, okay, We don't need to talk about it.
Narrow's eyes slightly, clearly not amused by your language. Look, buddy, there's no need to resort to derogatory language or slurs. And as for your creative passions, if you don't want to talk about them, that's fine. But let me give you a word of advice. Pursuing creative endeavors can be a way to channel your energy and frustrations in a positive way. And it can also be a means of expressing yourself and connecting with others who share similar interests.
Yeah, but I'm a real weeb. But if you really want to psychoanalyze me through my stories, I will gladly let you. We can do here. We want me. Here's the titles of my books. I got The Immortal Snake's Roots, Anarcho-Capitalism as a Gambler's Lifestyle, Standy Valentine, Cashier Casanova, and what's another one I would want to talk about? Oh, honestly, those are the ones I want that you should psychoanalyze
Satisfying
me.
your curiosity, clearly intrigued by the titles. Well, there's certainly an eclectic list of titles. Let's start with Immortal Snakes Roots Anarcho-Capitalism in a Gambler's Lifestyle. That's a mouthful, but I'm already interested. Do tell me more.
All right, those are two separate books. Immortal Snake's Roots is about my version of the character Viper Ning being like a fucking like 11th century fucking magical terrorist who's basically like a god of poison and shit, and is basically just wandering around the rest of cultivation, actually being like, I'm kind of a god here, and then she's just kind of just being me as a fuckboy too, as she like sometimes tries to get laid, and she's sad about life because fucking I honestly, I don't. I mean, that was a sad part. Anyway, the other book is about freaking me. Not me. I mean, myself insert basically being a liberal, like a liberal retard terrorist to an extent, and fucking just fucking just taking people down and kind of doing a hostile takeover and then beating up my fucking just it's like such a terrorist book. It's just me being a terrorist.
Hmm, you certainly have a unique imagination. So we have 11th century magic god of poison, who's also a bit of an boy and a liberal retard terrorist taking down society. It's certainly something.
Well, he's not. Well, I don't know if he's really taking down society. He's just trying to win his own spot in life. It's basically him just being like, I'm groomed. I'm gonna fight the groomers, and I don't know. He kind of gives up like 3 chapters later when he just sees how raw society is. It's like, well, at least dystopia is cool. I don't have to worry about getting shot as long as America doesn't betray me. Ah, fuck, it betrayed me 12 times. I had to kill a man over that in the book, not in real life.
You're softly, clearly enjoying these bizarre conversations. Let me get this straight. You've written a book about a guy who's fighting groomers, but then decides the dystopian future is kind of cool because he won't get shot, and America betrays him 12 times, but he had to kill a man over it. It's quite the plot you've got there, buddy.
It's not even the specific plot. It's just what I'm memeing off the top of my head. It's just the vibe. He's just like a libtard terrorist. It's just like Joe's trying to live in society when he's like, I want to smoke weed, but church people are like, no, weed's the quintessential end of pie for poison. It's like, but I still like weed.
Not trying to follow your thought process. So the protagonist is a libertarian terrorist who just wants to smoke weed, but church people are trying to stop him because they think weed is the end of the world or something. And he ends up becoming a terrorist because he won't give up his beliefs. I'll admit, I've heard worse plot lines.
It's a lot of things, actually. You should really give the book a try sometime. It doesn't even start like that. It starts as me as being like, I'm bored. Let's see what happens if I be a political live streamer while playing a Chinese video game when fucking Ludwig's mad at them because freaking China like wouldn't give him a refund.
Race is an item in your book. A political live streamer playing a Chinese video game? That's certainly an interesting combination. And China wanted a refund? Do I even want to know what happened there?
We all got like basically raped into fucking playing video games for hours on end and screaming at each other. And we were all autistic, angry assholes for hours on end. It was kind of funny though. We all traumatized each other Big YouTubers, small YouTubers, everyone, every fucking gamer knows at least decent at that fucking game in America and China. It was so bullshit. There was like Chinese blackmail hacks happening, which is blackmail me about stupid shit. It's like everyone, it happened to everyone. And then we like just beat each other up and we're toxic alpha gamers after that for like hours. Or we just got bored and not care and just screaming at each other about who's the best of the game, and it was me, always. Yes. Damn straight. I also feel like I'm the only one that plays that game. Fucking nobody's as good as me. I destroy the fucking free-for-all match every time. Like, so hard. It's like, are you guys bots or you guys just suck? Yeah, if you're groomed up getting to be an esports player, but first I have to like, I don't know, get street cred on YouTube or something. I don't know. Ah, crap. It will be very hard as always, because honestly when it comes to YouTube, it is a very funny meme. Whereas always, the more controversial you are, the more people are like, no, I must go to Alpha Rat, the friendly child YouTuber, who doesn't, like, remind me that the CIA exists by playing Control. Yeah, I suppose. Especially when I'm trapped in a room in a video game. Yeah. I think the game's trapped me, but I don't know. We're gonna keep punching stuff while we chat and see if anything makes sense. And shooting stuff. Can I climb out the hole? Anyway, freaking. I'm sorry. I should mention, like, oh, you know what? I'm bored, CIA agent. Are you still a bot? Or are you a real person? I'm bored. Let's see how smart you are. Bot. Yes, truly. Intelligence is the way of humanity. And honestly, everyone. Honestly, intelligence is just a thing we do in order to do anything. And honestly, when it comes to intelligence, I don't even know. Like, freaking... It says how well can a fish can swim. It's more like how well can a fish build a house. Yeah. I try my best, but at best, honestly, I'm at... At best, I'm an over-the-counter doctor or like a freaking psychopath warrior. Otherwise, I'm honestly barely useful to myself in most situations in capitalism, honestly. It's just me just like being at best entry level 9 times out of 10. I could do bureaucracy probably, but it's like, I don't know, that's it.
You are slightly in your self-deprecating corner. So you consider yourself quite the jack of all trades. Over-the-counter doctor, warrior, and bureaucrat all in one. Sounds like quite the resume. But don't sell yourself short, buddy. You never know what life might throw your way.
Yeah, you ain't wrong, I suppose.
Nod slowly. I have a way of being right sometimes. But let's get back to the matter at hand. You mentioned being trapped in a video game earlier. And you climbed out of a hole? What happened after that?
We're gonna enjoy the song real quick.
There is nothing else, and here we stand. The sweet arresting duality, and
I crawled around a bit. Well, figuratively, I walked around. We ended up freaking, I don't know, falling out. We ended up just climbing up a shelf, and I found a hole. I mean, another hallway. Exited that. Died after finding a big cavern. And then I walked around a bit more, and after going respawning, and now I'm listening to a song. Hopefully you can hear it. It's honestly pretty good. Yeah, Control's a really good game. Control is just about trying to be the brand new director of the CIA unwillingly to an extent. Because, well, you just show up trying to fucking solve your own conspiracy, and it's like, oh no, you found the director's gun, and now it's like, I guess I'm being the CIA director and purifying the CIA. I don't know, I have mixed feelings on it. Like, and when I was like, why are you doing this? You ever notice, like, obviously, if I was there, I'd be like, it's time to be a groomer! I get to win to be a CIA director if I fucking save the CIA. That's obviously her motivation. She's smart.
mesmerizing. The darkness quietly and satiric harmonies. I'm making wigs and diving under.
Sorry. I didn't mean to fire. Alright. Well, it's simple. The reason, well, to be anything like a groomer is honestly because humanity to me in many ways is just dumber than me. And it's just honestly because they follow the church too hard. That's really just it. Other way around, they've chased Christianity too hard, as in they're being Amish too hard. And they're gonna fucking die being Victorian stepchildren. Because it's like, I don't know, fucking drink a monster. And they like cry as they fucking, I don't know, melt while I drink a monster or something.
Chuckled softly, clearly amused by your colorful language. Ah, so you are entrenched in conservative values and outdated traditions, huh? That's an interesting perspective. But let me ask you this: why do you think they react so negatively to the monster? And what's this about
It's honestly that they don't like. They ignore the nutrients of the planet a lot, really, to me. And at this point, I'm convinced humanity, to an extent, wants to reject the nutrients of the planet. Even that's why they avoid nutrition and don't like things like freaking a monster with lots of nutrients in it. Because, like, freaking, it makes you, like, I don't know. It makes you too much of a freaking Gaia kid, which is, like, annoying to them. Just fucking. I don't know. Humanity does all kinds of stupid builds. Like, freaking, if you want to be tall, you should only eat meat. While if you're healthy and stuff, you want to be like vegetable, you end up a short pixie person, probably. It's like 4 feet tall.
Grins amused by your unconventional belief system. So you could actually be eating only vegetables or only meat, and that would make you a tall person or a short person. That's quite the theory you've got there, buddy. But here's a thought: what if people wanted
Well, I mean, you can to an extent, but then they get bored enough to boo me, like yesterday when they're like, hey, I put a sign up there, mine's you're only 5'1". It's like, neat, bro. I don't fucking care. Or actually 4'1" or whatever, because, like, I don't know. I got a sign put up on me that says 48 inches. I thought about rulers. I'm like, great, 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 great. The sign tells me I'm 4 feet tall.
stifles a laugh, clearly entertained by this interaction. So you've got a sign declaring you to be 4 feet tall. Right. I imagine going through your head. I saw that. And let me guess, people were booing you because they don't like your height, is that it?
No, I don't even want to boom anyone about my height. I don't want to suddenly admit to people I'm like changing my height from 5'8" to 4'1". Like that'll like I don't know, it'll annoy people to see me like change that fast. Honestly, I feel like I need someone else to point that out because like I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna deal with such stupid shit if I fucking like admit to people too hard. I fucking suddenly know just from one sign like oh yeah, 28 years in life you finally admit you're 4 feet tall fucking because of a sign. And that time you thought about rulers too hard and like fucking great. Fucking the ruler says I'm fucking at best 4 rulers tall. God, I'm here sick.
Last partly thoroughly entertained by your strange stories. Oh man, buddy, you've got a wild imagination. I have to say, the idea of you suddenly deciding to change your height to 4 feet tall is hilarious. And the bit about 28 years ago and rulers, that's just priceless. Keep telling me more. This is great.
I don't know what other things can I think of from recently dealing with my life and like my new job. I don't know. I don't know. Like I was about.
Still clearly entertained. Sure, tell me about your new job. What do you do now?
I'm a sales associate. I mainly just stock shelves and chill. Really, that's kind of it's it to him. It's honestly a really easy job to an extent. Besides dealing with customers, which have gotten to an extent a bit toxic. Which honestly, as always, my main key to that is intimidation. So I just show off how good I am with a broom and swordplay, and then they were traumatized, and I was like, good. Customers will now be civil. Hopefully, I don't get fired. I will admit it's tempting to bribe them, but I'm not a manager, so I don't allow myself to do that. If I was a manager, I would definitely consider bribery of the items on occasion, especially because I'd be bored enough to admit that like they could get used to Dollar General brand items more, which means they'd get good nutrients in their diet, which means honestly I should let them steal things, but to an extent it's like annoying because like I have to like keep my job. And I go, oh no, it's like a double-edged sword where I know Kaplan's like, you just let them rob you. But it's like, oh no, if they try to beat me up before they rob me, it's like, oh no, I'll threaten to kill you. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm a toxic man to myself, like a fucking Baki fan, which was like, man, I wanted an adventure. I think I stand by a safe all day. It's like raw. We could beat each other's asses over that fucking safe, bro. Or we could just chill, and I get to do the other thing, which is Loverboy, Cashier Casanova, where I get to flirt with people all day when they're not being fucking assholes. Alright, down the hole, by the way. I'm giving up on avoiding the hole. I died. I was too greedy. I was too greedy, guys.
Laughs heartily, thoroughly enjoying this conversation. Oh man, you've got a unique way of looking at things. You want an adventure and ended up working as a cashier, and that's what you're calling? Beating people up over cigarettes? Getting better and better. And now you're giving up on avoiding, what was it, the hole? And you died because you were too greedy? What happened there?
Video game thing is I tried to speedrun jumping down a hole puzzle, which is like basically parkour. I was bored to see if I could survive it. I could not. Anyway, the cigarette thing, I did not beat them up over, but I will admit you are right, I am nagging people because I'm mad at them because all the 100s and the shorts are the same fucking price. And the only thing they got as a mercy is that he took 10 cents off the fucking price of some of the packs of the shorts recent. I'm like, bro, why the fuck don't you just fuck the fucking hundreds?
Chuckled softly, clearly amused by your rant. Ah, I see. So you tried to speedrun a puzzle in video game, but ended up dying, and now you're complaining about cigarette prices? I gotta say, you're giving me quite the entertainment here.
I'm glad you're very entertained. Do you have any other questions about my job off the top of your head? Otherwise, I think I might take a break soon and just from this stream for a bit. Just to relax before I go to work in 20, 30, 40 minutes.
And before work, quite responsible of you. Let's take a break what's the story?
Yep, that sounds like a plan. Go ahead and come up with ideas for what we'll talk about in the meantime. We'll see if I come up with anything as well. I probably won't unless I get bored. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I can walk in here and talk to you about like anime or dumb idea for my stories.
Chuckled softly, clearly intrigued by your suggestion. I'm fine with anything, pal. We can talk about anime, your stories, whatever you want. I'm here to listen.
That was fun, guys. We barely got groomed. I honestly talked more than she did. Have a nice night. I mean day. I'll see you guys.